Hello and welcome everybody to Metroid Dread. We're here, it's out, and I have played 4 Metroid games to date. 4 unique Metroid games. 1 remake, and I've seen a lot. I've learned a lot within this past month about streaming. So today, I am going to be showcasing a little bit of everything. I've got a little bit of input delay, audio delay on my end, so you guys, it will sound fine. For me, it's a bit of audio delay, and I can't really do a whole lot about that, and I'm sorry. Let's see, starting soon. I thought this would look neat. She kind of looks tacky. Uh, Hang on, I'll read your comment in just a second. Yeah, nah. It'll work. It'll be the full screen. Why not? Fun backgrounds while we play. Alright, I gotta scroll over here. Hello, Foxino! Welcome. I've got a low latency on the chat today, so we are going to be seeing everything in pretty much real time for you guys. So, let's begin. Let's dig in. We're here for Dread, right? You're here to get scared. You're here to have fun, most of all. Oh, man. So it's been a couple days. This game's been up for like 2 weeks-ish now. Speedrunners have gotten this game down to like an hour and a half, if you any percent it. We're going for any percent, not 100%, because 100% we will be here for about 10 hours. And I'll show you why. That is why. That's right, my first run-through was a 100% run-through. Me and Truman played it all the way through, start to finish. We used the Metroid Samus and Emmy amiibo to up our maximum missile count and increase our health by 1. This is 100. That is 100% right there. 100%, the highest you can go. This is my hard mode run. I just started this. It's been practicing. It is meant to be. I was trying to do a 2-hour speed run. I'm somewhere around halfway through on that. So I figure today we'll be going on a normal mode run and trying to speed run this all the way through, start to finish. I don't have a tracker for today. One does not exist yet, I believe. So, yeah. Let's begin, shall we? Oh, for clarification, because some people are gonna wonder, I'm using the the Switch Pro controller on my original launch Nintendo Switch. So this is how this game runs. Metroid. A virulent, floating organism that drained energy from its prey through physical contact. Metroids were originally created by the Chozo and named after the word for ultimate warrior. Their value as a bioweapon sparked several crises. And as a result, all traces of them have been eliminated. They are now extinct. Yeah. Parasite, a gelatinous parasitic organism, indigenous to the planet SR-388. It could absorb the DNA of its host, living or dead, and replicate its form. When infecting a living host, it could even access the host's memories. X-Parasites were driven not by emotion, but by an instinctive need to replicate and spread to increasingly stronger hosts. Their inability to be controlled marked them as even more dangerous than their sole predator, the Metroids. Like the Metroids, they are believed extinct. Believed, not actually. You know. I'm actually going to put this over here. Yep. I'm going to turn down the game just a bit. With no Metroid surviving on SR-388, it became infested with the X, horrifying parasites capable of imitating any living being. Unaware of this, I set foot on the planet, got infected, and almost died. I love this little image here. There's retro Metroids in the image. I love it. So yes, this retells Fusion. The only thing that saved me was a vaccine, created from Metroid DNA, which also left me uniquely able to oppose the X. This ability was tested immediately when I went to the Biologics Space Laboratories, BSL Research Station, to investigate a distress signal. There I battled powerful X forms, including the SA-X, which was the X mimicking me in my power suit at full strength. I eventually eliminated the X menace on SR-388 by setting the BSL research station on a collision course with the planet. After that, the X and Metroids were just memories, or so we thought. Just when all seemed over, the Galactic Federation received a mysterious video transmission. It showed an X alive in the wild. Thorough analysis proved the video was real, although the sender was unknown. The transmission was traced to a particular planet. Yes. It was called ZDR. If the X had somehow escaped extinction out there, they would pose a threat to the entire galaxy. The Galactic Federation dispatched a research team of 7 EMMI to investigate. We'll be calling them Emmy for short this entire playthrough, guys. Oh, I just realized the chat went away. What happened to my wee little chat? I'll be asking questions and stuff in a bit, so just wait. An Emmy is a large research robot designed to capture field samples and extract their DNA. Their incredible mobility and protective plating made of the strongest stuff in the universe practically guaranteed the mission's success. But not long after their arrival on ZDR, all communication was lost. This was a setup from the very beginning. And here we are in the upgraded Fusion suit. This is what we looked like at the very end of Metroid Fusion, with a little bit of an upgrade. What is happening on ZDR? Is the planet really infested with the X? As the only one immune to the parasites, it's up to me to go there and find out. That's our setup, guys. Let's go. So this game is awesome, and I have been excited to show this off, and I kind of wish I would have planned this better, so then I would have streamed all the Metroid games up to Dread's release, but I wanted to enjoy Dread just alone, me and my boyfriend, which we really did enjoy it. To the point where this is probably my new favorite Metroid game. Like, just baseline 2D Metroid game. Straight up. Right behind Fusion, Samus Returns is like third or fourth-ish. But, yeah, this game's good. Real good. I think you guys are gonna like it. That's Samus's ship's computer. But we have a friend with us, remember, from last time, the end of Fusion? It's Adam! Adam's great. Tell me if you guys can hear it. But how's everybody's day going? I gotta know. I'm curious. How's everybody doing? I know I'm doing pretty well, but you know. I'm doing alright. Just got my tickets for Midwest Fur Fest today, so I'm a little bit broke. But, you know, it's how it be. I won an auction last night. I got a copy of Mega Man 7 for Super Famicom. I can't hear it, lol. Sounds mumbled. How about now? That should fix it.
That elevator leads to the depths of an underground facility.
I'm glad you're doing okay. I mean,
remote communication remains.
I just don't want the audio to basically outweigh me too much.
Contact. Any objections, lady.
So there we go. Oh, it's so weird knowing the twists and turns of this game. We're gonna find out a lot about this game. That's good. I'm glad you can hear it better now. I really want you guys to understand, like, this is not my first impressions of the game. Yes, the game has been out for a while, but I've played enough to make, like, a full-fledged review if I really wanted to. And I've played enough Metroid now to really say that this is probably my favorite. Also, how's the new low latency stuff? I know we won't be streaming in the highest quality, but I've never really streamed in the highest quality I could be. So, is that a Chozo warrior? Yes, this is a Chozo. So, but yeah, that's a Chozo. And now we're back down to fusion power levels. We have no Varia. We have no gravity. We don't have the X Parasite power-ups from the SAX. We are back to base fusion with a slight enhancement. And there we go. So, in this game, we've got to jump, we've got to shoot. If we hold R, we can shoot a missile. We can aim it in any direction. Literally any direction, not just omnidirection. We have every direction. If I hold down L, I stand still. We get a lock-on reticle, and we can more easily aim in whatever direction we want. If we run, we've got our little spinny jump. That's always lovely. These doors we can't go in yet. And of course we've got a wall jump, which works a lot like Fusion's wall jump. A little bit nicer. But being able to run and shoot like at the same time in any direction is so much better than Samus Returns. So we don't have the Morph Ball anymore, but at least not yet, but we have the slide. As long as we're moving, we can slide. Destructible environments. Be on the lookout for those. Like, you never thought you'd see a Metroid game that looks like this, lol. Also, everything is somewhat blurry right now. Yeah, So here's the thing. I can stream this whole game in a nice wide aspect ratio. But then we have chat blocking part of what we got. And like, I can shrink it down and I can do whatever with it. But then we've got an issue. You can't read chat. So I can shrink down my footage And I guess this is about the top of the line. The footage might be a little blurry just because we're streaming it. And there's not a lot I can do. I have it in low latency mode right now, so that's why the footage is probably going to look a little blurry at first. But, yeah. So, we can shoot these and we can grab onto ledges and angle just like we did in Fusion. Of course, now we can angle whenever. Or we can just wall jump. This will give us more missiles if we need them. But yeah. No, I mean everything is blurry, XD. I can't even read chat. Oh.
Uploading data.
Hang on. Let's see if I can up-res.
So, you've accessed a network station. Well done, Samus. I have reviewed your vital signs and video log from the data you uploaded.
Hang on. I'm gonna do some settings. Properties. Type, format, audio, cancel. Fade, no, duration, settings. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see if I can get, output. Audio, bitrate. I'm trying my best here, guys. Yeah, I can't really stop the stream at the moment to fix all the blurriness. If it doesn't work, I'll leave the stream and come back and see if that works. Yeah. I don't know. Oh! Well, I upped the quality of my, my little preview window here. And that's fine now. That's weird. Tell you what, guys, how about today we, Properties. Because, like, my preview is running great. I can read everything except for chat. So... I'll have to mess with it for tomorrow's stream after this is done here. As long as you guys can read chat in the... on your own time, like, yeah. Fox, no, I could still read chat aloud, so it's okay.
I've run a full analysis, but I cannot account for why you lost consciousness. My readings indicate dramatic physical changes in you.
Yeah, the chat
However,
just...
these changes seems to have stripped you of most
The chat looks blurry, but the game looks fine. As long as the game looks fine, then we're alright. So don't worry about it, Fox, now.
That brings me to your assailant. I am checking the Federation database against your video log. It appears to have...
So you're gonna notice something about Adam here in a second. That doesn't really click with everything we've known about him so far.
I have determined that you are somewhere within the depths of ZDR. Your top priority should be to return to your ship on the surface. This situation is precarious. Trust your instincts as you navigate upward.
So far we know that he said...
This planet appears to consist of multiple areas.
So we know so far that Adam
elevators and other
has stated that we
keep an eye out for ways
we can't get back up. That it's going to be hard for him to talk to us this deep down into the planet.
The ship's location is marked on your global map. Check it for yourself. You may encounter pockets of low temperature. Your Metroid DNA renders you vulnerable to such environments. Spending time in cold areas will be harmful to you.
But yeah, I really like this game.
There are many such cold areas scattered underground. Do not enter them with your basic power suit. One final thing. Underground interference is preventing radio transmissions. Check in with me at any network stations you find.
Preventing radio transmissions. Okay. So we know it's so we know this one might be Adam, but beyond this, like everything's gonna be called into question later on in the game. So we're gonna, and we'll talk about that when we get there. That won't be till like tomorrow though. So I'm playing up through half the game today. So that is a counter, that little shine. When a enemy shines, this is the new mechanic for this game. So in Metroid, in Samus Returns with 3DS, we had to stand completely still and then hit the button. Here we can do it while moving. It's not a unique process. And enemies will absolutely wreck you if you don't get a handle on this. Yeah. So when you see that shine, use the power. Because if you don't, you're gonna regret it. I'm gonna try a couple speedrunning tricks, guys. So I hope you enjoy seeing that. Yeah, okay, so I can't do that one, but it's alright. So right here, if an area on the map is blinking, it indicates that a hidden item is there. Or a breakable wall. Such as this one. Yep. Game is showing you hidden areas, blinking bits on the map. So pay attention to what you're doing. So we can't get up there. So let's just stay alert, shall we? I haven't heard Adam say lady yet. He said lady at the very opening, when we were in the ship with him. And he called her lady when we first entered the planet. So all these cutscenes are rendered in-game. None of these are pre-rendered. Which is fucking astounding. So we can just kind of smack the Emmy. So, yeah. We're gonna bully the Emmy, and I'm gonna try to bully the Emmy as much as I can. So the Emmys have kind of been reprogrammed by that Chozo guy, and we'll get more into that in a bit. But this was the main controller for the area. It helped communicate with the Federation and whatnot and everything. Up, and there's the thumbnail image! The energy from the central unit transformed the arm cannon into the Omega cannon. Omega Blaster online. So, let me hold L in this mode. We can charge with Y, with R, and then fire with R, with Y. I have to lock, charge with R, fire with Y. And that is how we take out an enemy. So now we know brain things give us powers, but they're temporary, as we can see here. The Omega Cannon is super powerful, and that's about it. So now we're back in the main room. And we know a little more. We know the enemy have now become hostile. Right. Save room, or Foxino gets mad. Right, Foxino? You would have gotten pissed if I just walked past this without using it. Oh, shit. Starting out right? So, those doors, you notice they're kind of duller. We just can't open them with our normal beam. And you'll find out why later on. So, also an enemy that gets hit with the melee will release more health. So, water, right? We don't have gravity suit, so we're moving slow under it. So find ways around it. But we also can't slide underwater due to the movement. So this is the gate to an Emmy sector. Essentially, something has been built. Something built this giant area. It's like an underground labyrinth. Yep, I would have yelled at you. Yeah, great. Good to know. But yeah, so something built this giant underground structure. We can't use these walls yet. We can jump off on them. So let's get moving, because this is the only area with 2 Emmys. Oh, and when we see our map, if I go global map... Okay, it doesn't show it yet, but we'll see it. You'll see it. You'll see what I'm talking about. Let's go see if we can... let's go see. Oh, boy. I'm sure you guys are hoping for freakouts, and I'm sure they're going to happen. So if you notice, their heads are shaped like X's. So, this starts us out with one knowing where we're at and trying to get to us. Boink. See that ring around us? That ring is saying that the Emmy has spotted you. Once it's gone, we're free to go. These doors can only be activated when Samus is not there. And you'll see how we get by it in a second. This is a missile tank. It increases our missiles by a couple. We've been seeing them all throughout the game, but they look a little different here, and I like it. Here's our first nav room.
Uploading data.
Both enemy you encountered were clearly trying to capture you. They may have been hacked. If so, it's reasonable to assume all enemy will be hostile.
All Emmy will be hostile. Well, yeah, I'd say so.
Emmy send out a pulse to detect vibrations in the air within a certain range. Essentially, they can hear you.
Nice. They're robots with ears.
Upon detecting vibrations, an Emmy enters
That's great,
surveillance
right?
mode to track their source. Stay out of its line of sight when this happens. Otherwise, the danger to you increases dramatically.
Oh, boy.
An enemy that has seen you will begin pursuit. Part of the pursuit protocol is to seal the enemy zone exits. You will be trapped inside. To survive, you must leave its range of pursuit. Evade the enemy and it will disengage. This will also unseal the exits.
So yes, we have to avoid them.
An enemy never leaves its assigned zone. Their control system must permit them to operate only within that range. I estimate a 99% probability of death if an enemy captures you.
This doesn't sound like Adam. Adam was never so certain that Samus would die against even the SAX. They said that he was trying to find... In Fusion, he was always trying to find ways for us to defeat the SAX. It was like, alright, this will increase your chances of survival by like 10%, 20%.
There may be a very small opportunity to escape, but exploiting this window will be virtually impossible.
Impossible doesn't sound like Adam either.
The enemy are immune to your current weapons. You lack the unique energy used to defeat the first enemy. Your only option now is to evade capture and find an exit. Your highest priority in an enemy zone should be simply to survive.
So something's off with Adam, and we can tell because he hasn't said any objections, lady. He hasn't sent us on any missions. He just kind of says your objective, and is kind of skirting around the idea that Samus is gonna die. The new Emmy reminded me of Gladys. I could see that. Is that Adam the Chozo or something? We'll see. I don't want to give it away, but I'll give hints. I will totally give hints, but like, I mean, hell, it could be even someone else. You never know. So we can't get up there, but now we can go through here. We're back in the Emmy zone. This is the Emmy zone. Okay, can't get up there. That beeping is the Emmy. Remember how I said that we're gonna basically troll the Emmy the entire time? That's because I know how to troll the Emmy. I don't really know how to troll the SAX that well, but I control the Emmy. I control the Emmy so hard! I'll also get my ass kicked from the Emmy, but like... Little jellyfish monsters there for us to refill our stuff. Something we can't get because we don't have Morph Ball. I was like, wait a minute, can I get that now? No, I can't get Barrier Suit yet. But you know, we'll learn about what's what, when's where, and how. Eventually, we just gotta get there. Getting there is the hard part. Once you realize what's going on, it's like, what the fuck? So there are some things I like about this game that, there are some things I don't like about this game. And one of those things is the control, but I also love the controls. And here's the thing. The analog stick. So, like, we've got pretty good analog movement, right? But there's one part of the movement I just don't agree with all the time. And that is the analog stick. Okay, we'll get that in a second then. So, you can only move Samus with the analog stick, despite this being a 2D game. Alright. Lower the water level, head back to the left. That's a map. This is a map room. We should probably get it. Like, I know where I'm going, I know what I'm doing, but like... probably wouldn't be a bad idea to get the map. So when this shit... so I had the special collector's edition of this game, and it came in a steelbook case with a big box. And I mean it's a big box. Like, it's the biggest Switch box I have for everything. And it came with a book and everything. But as I found out, the case it came in, like the actual like copies you can get that aren't like $150, have a really pretty and unique inside art that isn't in the steelbook. It has it has its own thing, which is also like kind of infuriating. Bonk! Missiles. Did you missile us? It's like they missed us, but it's missiles. I'm gonna be dumb this entire playthrough. Prepare for dad jokes. We're within the Emmy's ears. Stand on this platform. Fall down here. This is because I'm good. Like, this is me being good, or attempting to be pretty good. So our goal is to get here. Right? We've been nearby it a couple times. We gotta take the long path. This is a recharge station. The red ones will recharge missiles. Purple will recharge energy. And the other color, yellow, will recharge everything all at once. We want to refill these as much as possible whenever we're low. Because they're always free and they're multiple time use. Cold room, can't go in there. But we can go down and around. Okay. Through here. Our first upgrade! Charge Beam! Charge Beam is awesome in this game. It's not quite as cool because we don't have the melee from Fusion, like the melee effect. But it's okay because we have an actual melee. We charge up, we can aim. It's a little bit bigger of a radius. Just all around a good thing. It also lets us open doors like this. Ha ha! Now we're back to the start. And it's teeming with new life. And we're coming back through here to get a life tank. Health's up by 100. So that'll be good. So I think we're going to play up until Berenia, I think. Or is it Ferenia? We're going to play up until a point. We're going to play about half the game. So this game can be beaten in like only a couple hours if you know what you're doing. I don't always know what I'm doing, and that'll become evidently clear the more we play. Emmy door, it knows that we're coming for it. We're being watched, and it's not happy because it knows it's in danger. Let's see. Can't Can't go in there yet. Oh! It's us! They're here! Oh no! Whatever will I do? Yummy is so scary! I'm gonna mock these motherfuckers all over. Hey, Karmic! Hey, sweetie, you okay? Oh, there's a neat background element I didn't realize. And here, down here. Ah, the room! The room that some people are upset about. Specifically one. The guy who made God of War. Yeah, fuck him. Get good, scrub! It's a room! I already showed how long... How long did that take? Yeah, we're an hour into the game, but I also spent, like, over 20 minutes, like, fucking around. Like, come on, man. This will divert lava flow. We're gonna need to use this to open doors and open gates. Because the entirety of this planet, ZDR, is running on thermal power from the core. Because we're at the center of the planet. I like all the remixes they did in this game. Damn it. Alright, Adam, tell us what we can do.
Uploading data.
Alright. I'll see you when you get back, Fox. No, please be good. Goat, what's wrong? Goat, what's wrong? What's wrong, Goat?
I conclude that this was one of their settlements. But why would someone lead you here and send the enemy after you? The footage of the Parasite may have been staged to lure you in.
I'm still wondering if, like, I can do a better setup. I don't know, I'll figure it out later. I don't know if I can figure this out, but...
The situation remains unclear, but your priority hasn't changed. You must return to the ship.
We must return to the ship! Get the fuck off the planet, or die! What's our two options?
Continue to search for the unique
I don't like the edited Adam's stuff. Like, I don't feel like this is Adam, and you guys shouldn't either.
Unfortunately, this energy is limited. You may have noticed it dissipating after an enemy is destroyed.
So, okay, something about Metroid, Metroid Prime 4 that I need to mention. I want Prime 4 to take place after Super, but before Fusion. Or after Fusion, but before Dread. Because I want Adam to talk more. But I don't want them to return to Phazon stuff. I don't feel like that's really a good option. Oh, shit. Let's see. Alright, we follow the pipeline, we go all the way down, down, down. Up we go! Oh! Oh! There we go! going. We're going. The enemy knows where we're at. Oh my god. Okay. Bonk! Get bonked, bitch! Be bonked! I love this shit. This game's great, guys. Go play it. Go play it. It's awesome. I'd give away a copy if I had the money. Get me partnered so I can do giveaways. Come on. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Boink. Yep. There's gonna be like 6 of these guys. Don't worry, you don't need missiles or anything to hurt these guys after you get off their armor. There we go. Oh boy. Alright, the energy from the central unit transformed the arm cannon into the Omega cannon. Omega Blaster is online. Omega Stream is online. So the Stream, when we go into aim, if I just hold the button down, we get a rapid shot. But to kill the enemy proper, we must use that. So that shows us that rapid shots are going to be our best bet against against getting rid of the defenses of the enemy. Alright, you're coming from up that way. I want to be down here. Oh, damn it. So this is the good thing. This game has a lot of checkpoints, so I don't have to worry as much about dying against an enemy. As long as I am saving often, as well as entering and exiting enemy zones as frequently, I will always have a save point. See? So we didn't lose as much progress as what you'd think. And honestly, yeah. Boink, boink, boink. Boom! And that's our second Emmy down. Our chances of survival are actually a lot higher than what this Adam thinks. So now we have the Spider Magnet, our first of several new abilities for this game. So what it does, it allows us to cling to the blue electrified walls. Bingus! Beans, burgers and beans. Hey Tomo, how you doing? I've got a low latency chat on today, so hopefully you guys should be able to see your chat, your text pop up on screen a little faster. So now this whole area is green because the enemy is gone. So we don't have to worry about it. So our next stop is going to be the item cube up there. But we've got to get up there. We got to get up there! I gotta not fall down here! So the Morph Ball is kind of a late game item. Alright. So we'll be able to go places once we have that ability, but for now, don't really worry about it. No, it's nothing to worry about. Oh man, I like doing a John Mulaney impression. It's actually really fun. So invisible walls. If you're stuck, shoot the wall. I'm doing fantastic, and how are you? What you doing? I am fine. I went to work today. I came home, and I'm a little bit worried about Truman, but like other than that, I'm all right. I'm playing Metroid Dread for you guys, and we are on the second boss. The first boss that's not Nemi, but the second boss. There we go. Door's broken, let's get. But this is Metroid Dread, and we just started, so you're in perfect timing. You know. There'll be a lot of cutscenes that I'm not gonna skip for this run, but I would skip if I was like a speedrunner. To skip, you just hit start, and then it says press minus to skip, and then you skip. But like, yeah, we don't need to skip. Because we get to see cool shit like this! Like, oh, it's awesome. I love this game. What's wrong with him? I have absolutely no idea. He won't tell me. He won't tell me until after the stream, and he doesn't realize that this stream's gonna go on for a while. Because I'm making this a two-parter so that we can enjoy Halloween together. I've got next month's streaming schedule, which will be up today on the Discord, so you guys will be able to see what exactly I'll be playing within the upcoming months and what stuff will be uploaded. Because not everything on my list is needed to know. So now he's invisible. We want to make sure to do this as much as possible. Oh, and now the walls are partially magnetized because he fucked up. He turned around. So guess what? We just fire missiles right into his face. If we run out of missiles, don't worry, he'll soon enough do that. Charge Beam also works to damage him. Oh. This boss took me a couple tries on hard mode. Truman did it originally on our first run through. Boom, boom, boom. I'm back! Thank God it's not blurry anymore, lol. Oh, good, good. So we are at the first boss that isn't an Emmy. We've got the Charge Beam. And we just beat him. So yeah. It's pretty cool. This cutscene shows off that Samus is really a badass. This was also some of the footage they showed off at the Treehouse Live event back when this game was first shown off. I love this so much! This makes me smile. I'm in such a happy mood. Oh my god. How hard is YouTube gonna censor me? This is so annoying. I'm sorry, Tomo. If you want to say something... If you want to say something crass or rude, just type it to me over Telegram, but I'm not going to read it out. I'm trying to get partnered right now, buddy. So my chat is geared towards that. My Halloween is going to... No, your Halloween will be fine. My Halloween's going to be fine. I'm not even doing that much. So, now we have an Aeon ability. And our suit has been upgraded for Aeon enhancements. As we click in the right stick, we become invisible. Enemies don't realize we're there, and we don't make a sound. But our movement is slowed. Even the Emmy can't really see us, but they can still interact with us. Well, you can still watch a movie on your own. Go watch a horror movie. Buy some candy for yourself. That is always a possibility of something to do. So, with this cloak, we can now get the fuck off of some of the areas. So, doors, previously, Samus ain't there. Can't see her? She ain't there. Alright, let's get up and out. Alright, there's that. Yep, okay. Look at Super Metroid. Watch me angle my beam. Sorry. Sorry, I'm taking a small jab at Soup, but I like it, don't worry. Well then, you can watch... Well, I'm not streaming on Halloween, and I'm streaming the day before Halloween. See, we can even do the melee on the... There we go. Well, you don't have to be fully alone. Like, that's just something that you don't have to do. Tomo's just upset because he says Halloween's gonna be bad, but I don't think it's gonna be that bad. Alright. I need to take a second for a moment. Take a breather. I figure since we're going for the long haul, I might as well take a moment and let you guys really feel out this game for a second. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I just, I needed a moment. Hey, Sandstroid. Yeah, I needed just a break, to collect my thoughts for a bit. Nothing, like, really bad happened, like, too much anyways. Just some stuff. Just some stuff, you know. Interpersonal stuff. Stuff that you had to... Not fatigue, not tiredness. We're actually really early on in the stream today. You know. Yeah. You know. I'm just, you know, I'm worried. Worried about something else at the moment, so it's alright. I believe it's over here where we gotta go. But, yeah. Here we are in Cataris. A lot of burny stuff, a lot of fiery stuff. Maybe we can get the Varia suit. Yeah, I needed to take a short break, I'm sorry, but I'm back. I figured, you know. This is the David Jaffe's most hated game. I know, it's also his most hated opinion. Fox, no, we'll do that later. We'll talk a little bit about it later. I don't know how you can really help me, but like, yeah, we'll talk about it later.
I have located the central routing system for the magma. It is here in Cataris.
But yeah. Did you try again to troll the SAX or not? Not really, but I have trolled the ME like several times so far. Just with the first two, I've been trolling the ME a lot more than I've been trolling than I trolled the SAX.
The lava is too much for it. Under no circumstances should you enter high temperature areas.
But no, I'm gonna be trolling the ME in this game. It's actually really easy and really fun to do. Quite a bit actually. Just to run up, smack, whip around it.
It is your new Phantom Cloak ability.
But
yeah. Phantom Cloak prevents the ME from detecting you. Thus far, your only option was to run. Now, bypassing them is also an option. Use this to reach your objective.
This game's great. It's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome.
Decreases your mobility.
I had a friend. I had somebody ask me if this game takes place before or after Fusion, and they were surprised to hear that it takes place after Fusion. So, yeah.
The Phantom Cloak is useless. Once an enemy sees you, you will need to evade capture until it gives up pursuit. The Phantom Cloak can remain active after your aim has been depleted. It will consume your life energy instead. Consider it a desperate measure. Remember, it cannot drain your energy down to nothing. Judicious use of this technique will improve your probability of survival.
Yeah, it improves, but that's the closest that it really gets to saying that that we can kick the ME's ass and live. So up and around there is something else. We can't really do it yet. We can do this though. Or wait, no, we gotta come from below. Only one way to go. Lava flow. But the entirety of this game is just mostly going to be me running through. I have plans to do 2 parts for this. Because if I did just one, you know, we'd be here a while. Boink, boink. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Bonk, bonk. It's really hard right now for me to keep up a positive attitude at the moment. So, earlier today, my chronic depression was acting up. And, with recently what I'm talking to Karmic about, it's just, you know, it's something I thought about the other day, specifically last night, and I wasn't sure, and I've thought about it a couple times, and I've really been worried. So let me go into a little more context here, because it's something that I need, I don't know, I need help, and I know I need help. So my father is not the best person. Really isn't. And he instilled a lot of bad habits. A lot of bad habits into me, specifically about relationships. So my father cheated on my mother. He's cheated on every girlfriend he's ever had. Wife, girlfriend, doesn't matter. My dad has cheated on it. My dad distilled... My dad was very rude to my mother in a lot of ways beyond just cheating. And one of those ways was that he didn't have an interest in anything that, anything they could do together, really. My dad oftentimes would take the opportunity to blame someone else for not wanting to do something. And it's rough, right? Like that's like rude, that's rough, it's mean. That's not how a relationship should work. And while I know that, and I have known that, I also know that I don't know, that I'm not really the most well-suited person to that. But, you know, because of that, because of the way my dad treated the other people around him, my dad didn't have friends for very long. And, like, the longest relationships with friends he ever had were, like, only a couple of years. And, like, I'm really good at keeping friends. I'm really good at having friends and holding those long relationships. But I'm god-awful when it comes to love relationships. Because while my mother distilled a lot of things to me, my father didn't. My father didn't really tell me too much at all. In fact, my father really showed me the opposite of what I should have been learning. And while I knew that, and I know that, I know how to identify it, I don't know how to really fix it. So... And I don't know whether it's a larger issue, if it's just like an issue that I've had, but I'm sure there's other people like it who've had the same sort of problem. So basically, my boyfriend has a lot of interests that I'm not into. That's fair. Everybody needs their own hobbies and interests and stuff. But my boyfriend also has mentioned to me that while I'm not interested in some of his hobbies, we could still do those hobbies and things, and learn to have, and I could learn to have fun with those, because, you know, I've never done them. It's not like I'm playing the same games he does, but I could really learn a lot from it. And I guess that's something I need to learn from, really, is just how to be a better person overall and have an interest in what others are saying more than my own. Because even in school, my interests in stuff were very limited. Like, I guess you could say, if I didn't care about it, if I didn't have a reason to care about it, I wouldn't learn it. And it wasn't until, like, senior year of high school, or a little bit beforehand, where I actually started to care. Well, maybe I could do the same. Maybe I could unlearn what my father taught me, which is to just kind of disregard everybody else's opinion except for my own, and disregard everybody else's thoughts and feelings on something. And kind of put aside my thoughts and my beliefs on it, and just learn to accept and do them. Because even if it's not, my definition of fun, it could become my new definition of fun. It could be my new interest. It could be my new latest piece of... My new latest fascination, and I would never know. I guess because, I think the way I think, and I feel the way I feel. After enough time of that, I just kind of blocked everything else out of my mind. My boyfriend really put that in perspective that, no, I haven't been the best boyfriend to him in the past year and a half or so. Because I've kind of laid back on my morals of that my father taught me when I really shouldn't have. And if I don't get this off my chest, whether it be on stream or not, I need to say it, because it's gonna bother my mind all stream if I don't. So I hope you guys understand and take it into a heavy heart that my feelings are my own, and you should not follow me to be you should not expect me to be a role model, because I'm not a great role model. I want to get partnered on YouTube, and I want to be a good person to everybody out there. But I am not a great role model when it comes to relationships. And a part of that's my father distilling certain ideals into me that I shouldn't have really taken to heart, ever. I shouldn't have been learning from him, knowing everything that I do about him. But I should have also understood that, I should have also learned from that and gone... I should have realized my mistake sooner. Taken it into advance. And realized that I've become like my father in that I'm scary when I'm upset. And that's not a good way to be. I need to be more understanding, and I need to get less frustrated at the little things. My boyfriend is absolutely right. But there are things that I've said to him that I shouldn't have said to him. Like, there was a time when we were singing in the car, and he told me I sounded flat. So, in retaliation, because I was frustrated that he didn't let me sing, but I let him sing all the time, I said, I don't like you singing, voice. Which isn't true. I actually really like listening to him sing. Which is really upsetting. Because he was just telling me the honest-to-God truth. And I took that as motivation to practice my vocals a little bit, to get better at sounding good, at enunciating things, at keeping a rhythm and a tempo and a beat. But when I said that back to him, he didn't take it that way. He took it as I shouldn't sing anymore.
ME stands for
And to
Expert
that, I'm
Planetary
sorry, sweetie.
Multiple
I am
Mobile Identifier.
absolutely
It can
sorry.
procedurally modify and enhance its own capabilities. Its ability to configure itself to fit into
Metroid
narrow
Dread with
spaces
mild
is a standard
confessions that
feature.
I haven't
Any
always
ME
been the best man,
will likely do so as
you know.
it pursues you.
but I'm trying my best to learn and get better
You are not
at what
capable of
I
destroying their armor
at
plating.
what I could
This
be,
would be
you know.
true even at your
I
full
could get better.
capabilities.
Maybe I could learn to get better. Yeah, you know.
You are faced with overwhelming
I'm sorry.
power.
I'm sorry
Accept
this is
your
a heavier stream.
helplessness.
So yeah, it's my own relationship issues. That's what's on my mind, and that's why I needed to take a break, because me and my boyfriend are starting to talk about it, because at the end of the day, while I'm not always the best boyfriend, I'm still very open to discussion, and I'm always open to listen to him.
It is still your best chance at survival. Do not hesitate to destroy an enemy whenever you discover
So, yeah.
more unique energy. This was not one of
But I'll
your
get better.
original
I'll grow,
priorities.
and I'll learn from
However,
all
I
of
see
my
no
previous
other way to
mistakes
accomplish
someday.
your
I
goal.
just,
These existential threats
you know,
cannot be safe.
I'm 21. I'm still young. I still have potential to learn and grow and feel, and become a better person than my father was, and grow past what I've learned. You know, I feel like I'm already more understanding than my father. I listen a lot more than my father does, but I still have tendencies of him that I just, when I hear that I'm acting like it, it makes me feel sick to my stomach. Like, I know it's wrong, because my mother told me it's wrong. So how do I grow beyond it? How do I get better? Maybe you guys could shoot me like a DM or something, and I could figure it out. For now, we're on Cataris, and we're trying to get the Emmy down so that way we can visit more of the area. So where we need to go is up and to the left there. So yeah. But no, I need to. I know what I've said. It sounds really, really cliche in terms of that, but like, in terms of relationships, sometimes things can be cliche and still hold a good meaning, because that's what I'm holding true to myself. Because I'm being true to myself and true to my heart, so I know for a fact that I know my flaws. I just have to learn to get past them. So that's the wide beam. That's a door that's can only be accessed by the wide beam, so we need to be at the wide beam. That's a block that can only be pushed with the wide beam. But I will learn to grow better and grow past it, and I hope you guys understand that even me talking about my feelings on here, I still try. I'm still trying to learn to be a better man than my dad was. Even at 21, maybe I can be better than he was at 45, you know, because he only learned so much. He was an angry and jealous man who... He's still angry and jealous, let me be real and honest with everybody. He's not a good person, but at minimum, maybe I can get better than he was at my age. Because at my age, when he was 21, he was Oh, he was all over the place. I know that much for sure. Yay. Take others' input, decide how you want to go with that path. Go and what path you want from the advice you take from others' experiences. Yeah, it's just tough, because... So, I have a dad. I could talk to my father. My father is not a good person to take advice from, but he's a great guy to learn what not to do from. So, even while I can say right now that I learned the wrong things from my dad, I did learn a lot of what not to do from my father. Alright, so that's that. So we need to go up and around and to the right. So yeah. Things you don't get on other Metroid Dread run-throughs. Self-improvement. Like, you might get self-improvement in the gameplay, but have you self-improved emotionally? As a person, have you begun to become better? Gotten to be a better person? Tried today with new Metroid Dread. You know. Yeah. But I don't know. I just want to get back to the fun. And I don't know if I really can. But I made a promise, and I don't know if I can really take it back. I made a promise to you guys that we're playing Metroid Dread today and tomorrow, and we're gonna finish the game. But, like, I don't know, if my depression continues to act up and my feelings begin to be the only thing that we talk about, then maybe it won't be the best stream for anybody to view. Welcome back, Tomo. I'm just talking about feelings and relationships and how I'm not the best person to take relationship advice from, because part of what I know about relationships is the wrong thing to know about relationships. Because while I'm not physically abusive, I'm not always the best person to understand. I'm not always the kind of person who understands everything. or understands what another's talking about. And a part of that can boil down into, you know, some problems. Because my boyfriend pointed out a way that I'm not really... A way that I'm more like my father than I thought at first glance, and a way that I've hurt him than I didn't realize I was. And I didn't really piece things together until I really thought about it last night, and he didn't tell me that, like, when he told me, it confirmed, and now I'm got, like, this weight on my shoulders, and my chest mostly, where it's like, how do I make this better? How do I make it right? I told him first up, make a list of stuff that you think could be fun that I've said no to in the past. And we'll just sit and we'll do it. Because I know me and him enjoy building those model kits and stuff that we do. But, like, that's only one thing. Like, I'm sure there was tons of stuff that I've said no to him about that I really shouldn't have said no to. You know, because... But we'll get past it. So there's not a whole lot we can do in Caterus. We're just kind of going from place to place. Picked up a couple items. So it's on to the next area. So there are 7 Emmys total. Technically 6 because the first one's mostly a tutorial Emmy. So once we finish off 3 Emmys and get to the next area, we're going to stop the stream. And I'm going to call it there. And then we'll pick up part 2 with the rest of the game the next time we stream. For now, we've only defeated 1 enemy and Emmy, and we're on Dairon. At least I believe it's only 1 Emmy. Oh, yeah, 1 Emmy. Dairon is fucking scary. I said it's scary. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, welcome to the stream. If you guys are just now tuning in, I'm Gavin the Kitty Dragon, and we are playing Metroid Dread, Metroid 5. I've been really enjoying OctoberVania month, and I'm hoping to do something similar again next year. Although I probably won't pick Castlevania unless they release another collection. But we'll probably end up doing more Metroid next year. Maybe crisscross with Resident Evil. Because I recently saw the new trailer. The new trailer for Welcome to Raccoon City, and that movie looks like it's going to be really good, and I really hope, yeah. But yeah. Yeah. Am I the only one around? I'm sure there's something. Oh, he was just blunt about it, and he was trying to help me improve. He didn't... The thing that was about the singing was, we were singing in the car, and I had said previously that I really liked his singing voice, and I do. I think his singing voice is phenomenal. His singing voice is better than mine. He is a musical genius in many respects. I'm still trying to find a way to save up enough money to get him a keyboard, a really nice Yamaha one. Or, you know, like, I haven't really looked into music stuff, but, like, maybe that's what I'll do. That'll be a good way to start making things better, you know? But, like, the first, like, he told me my singing was flat, because I was singing a song, and it doesn't really match the key that I'm in. And I was like, oh, this will be fun. Like, I was just having fun with it. He told me my singing was flat. I got upset. He started singing it and trying to show where I was flat, and I didn't listen. At all. In fact, I didn't listen to the point where I told him that his singing wasn't good either. And I got really upset with him. Because like I said, I can be a kind of angry person when I'm upset. And it's not a good sight. And it's something I know that I need to work on. But that wasn't right of me. Shouldn't have done it. But I said it. And now that he's told me, I've realized that I've been in the wrong quite a bit lately. And you know, it's only one or two things here or there, but then when it's just one or two things here and there and it goes on for 2 years, it's, you begin to notice that, you're in the wrong more often than you're in the right, and you should probably take a step back and look at yourself. And I haven't had that moment of taking a second and looking at myself. I just keep going forward, which is not good. So, what I'm trying to think of ways of doing are ways of making things right. Ah, shit. Alright. We died. We died. Continue. But, yeah, no, I think the way I'm gonna start is, one, the next time he's got an idea of something, once he has an idea of stuff to do, stuff to talk about, you know, things that he doesn't think that I'd enjoy, and things that he probably thinks I'd say no to, we're just gonna do it. I'm going to remind myself of this moment, this conversation, Metroid Dread, and I'm going to go, yeah. And if I forget, he should just tell me Dread. Because you know what I am honestly terrified of? Honestly. I am honestly terrified of certain things, and I've had a reoccurring nightmare for the past couple nights. This has been from, like, you know, every now and again, every couple months, I'll have the same style of nightmare, where the same thing happens. I'm trying to get Truman to hold me. Ah, now we got the wide beam. We'll show that off, you'll see it. You'll see it, it's cool. Let's just do a bunch of stuff. I'm with Truman, and I'm trying to get him to hold me. And he won't hold me. And eventually, I just get fed up, and I try to force his arms around me. And in the dream, he says, no, we're strictly a business relationship. And I go, what do you mean? And he goes, no. And he slaps me, and he walks away. And I get so sad and confused and upset. And it's a weird sort of feeling. If you've ever had a dream where if you've ever woken up from a dream, or a nightmare, I should say, it's more of a nightmare than a dream, where a loved one who you're very, very close with just denies you the love, and you're like, that felt too real to be real. Right? But no. It was just a dream. You can wake up from it. You know? You'd think. You might think nothing of it. But if you're somebody like me, it lingers on you. It sticks. And it's hard to shake the feeling, right? So, when it comes to that dream and him telling me where I fucked up recently, kind of shows that deep inside me, I knew something was wrong. But until it's pointed out to me, I am oblivious to the fact. And that is something that I don't know. I don't know how to fix. Well, I do know how to fix that one. That one's just be more self-aware. Like I tell Truman to be more, take more, oh shoot, what is it? Be more, spaciously conscious of like where things are and where you put things. I need to be more self-conscious and understand where I fuck up. Because I fuck up quite a bit and I never really realize it. Yeah. But it's alright, we'll get better. I'll get better. Because I'm the one who needs to work on it, not him. Because my issue is... My issues are more major than his. Honest to God. His are just, he loses his keys a lot. He loses his phone a lot. We worked on that so much. He's got a system down that works, and I lose my temper a lot, and I need to work on it. It's not so much anger management. Well, I mean, it is anger management, but it's not like, oh, I'm gonna punch a wall, like, anger. It's like, oh, I'm frustrated that you think we'd enjoy doing this thing, and I don't want to do it. Yeah. Like, it's not like anger, it's like mild frustration. And I believe that's part of anger management, but like, I don't know. I guess I'll get it figured out. I'll get it figured out eventually. I'm still young, I'm only 21, so we'll figure it out. But thank you guys so much for stopping by and listening and watching me play Metroid Dread, even if I'm failing hardcore. Like, just thank you for showing up, being here, and listening to me. Because despite all, despite all mistakes and wrongdoings, I still care quite a bit about people in my life, and as my mother told me, don't be like my dad, don't break bridges. My dad's really good at burning bridges, but I don't like to burn bridges, and I shouldn't burn bridges. So as with all things, as I get older, I need to be learn to be more self-conscious of what I do and say. And I need to learn to be more accepting of others' opinions, feelings, and hobbies. So take that as an oath from me that I will be a better man than I have in the past. If I fuck up, I guess I fucked up. Then I guess you can't teach an old dog new tricks. But I'm pretty sure you can teach an old dog new tricks. I'm pretty sure. Even if I'm not that old. I'm sure. What'd you say? Honestly. You can be a bit biased on the matter, Fox, you know, but and I understand that you can be, because you like to take my side quite a bit. I do want to improve on myself. That's the whole point. Like, alright, I want to improve on myself, yes. I want to improve on my YouTube channel. I want to be able to take care of my family. Even if my family is just 3 weirdos I live with. That's still something more than I had previously. And I need to learn to keep that. I need to learn to keep that close to my heart. And yes, Tomo, I see you saying, I'm back, Pangus, no Pangus. I can see that. I can read that. So with that, we get a new ability. Morph Ball. Finally getting Morph Ball. Usually that's like the first power-up you get. Not so much in Dread. And I think that really goes to show the design of this game was less about redoing the past and more about seeking to the future. Because limiting Samus's moveset in the beginning really opens it up to being more creative with your level design. And what makes this even more clear that they wanted to expand the level design and the ideas is the fact that even when you have the Morph Ball, now you can instantly go into the Morph Ball by pressing ZL. So yeah. Now we can travel into the Emmy areas. But we don't have Morph Ball bombs yet, so we'll have to pick those up eventually. But Foxno, if you really want to help out anybody, just listen to me. But go talk to Truman. Go talk to Karmic and see what you can do to help him. Because, and don't take my side. Literally listen and do see what you can help him do. Because I don't know. I don't think it's good to always be one-sided. Ah, and these are the big missile plus tanks acquired. Missile capacity increased by 10. So instead of just upping us by 2, it ups by 10. So we get a nice amount to keep moving forward. And this will put us back on Artaria. And it's our next upgrade. So let's go. This was where I got stuck originally. Originally we spent like, I don't know, like 2 hours just kind of wandering around, not sure what to do. But you're supposed to go here. Because we didn't realize that we could break the blocks, and now seeing it, it's like, of course you could do that. Because it's like, the game tells you, hints at you, when you're stuck, break blocks, shoot the walls. That's always the good thing to do. That's the thing to do. So yeah. I really like Metroid Dread quite a bit. I liked playing Metroid Dread. Metroid Dread has sent me down a path of buying the entire Metroid series, so, you know. We're going to want to get healed up for this, because this is going to be a pretty big thing. So now that we're back here, we have Morph Ball Bomb, Glide Beam, so we can do all sorts of stuff. So where we want to go is up here. So these are energy parts. I didn't get to really talk about them. You collect 4 of them, you get a energy tank. So it's kind of like Zelda. They're not really the best pickup. Honest to God, I don't. I like them, but I don't like them enough to like pick them up every time. I see them, they're cool, but that's about it. And here's our big challenge for this area. We changed the valves. Fuel is now being redirected. And the area is on fire. fact, lava is actively, the heat is actively rising. So we gotta get the, gotta dodge. You notice we're starting to take damage. The closer we are to the heat, the flames just keep going. It's alright though. They stop at a point. Use a missile. And Varia suit. So yeah. So, yeah. Varia suit. Now we can survive hot areas. You know, casually walk into the fire. If you're fast here, you can get this missile tank. That'll be important. It'll help out with the next boss. Kablooey. Kablammy kablooey. Now we're playing Banjo-Tooie. I'm gonna make that joke like every time we have to blow something up that's like kabloom. Kablammy kablooey. Now there's a way to play Banjo-Tooie. When does Kermit get off work anyways? He gets off work at like 12-ish. So I don't see him all day. I actually get really upset and lonely when he's gone. Because believe it or not, I do actually miss him quite a bit. And now more than ever, I kind of really wish he was off work today, so that way then we could actually properly talk about this. And talk about ways to get better and grow past it. But the show must go on. So for now, today we continue playing Dread, or at least half of Dread. So I figured that by the time we actually, by the time I would have like called the stream yesterday for, by the time we would have called the stream to like finish up and move on to the next thing, like where I would have split it in half for Dread, we would have only had like a half-hour part, and that's like, that's not gonna do it. That's not gonna do for any of that stuff. Down here is an important thing. Also lava. Ski-daddle, ski-doodle. Your dick is not a noodle. In fact, it's so much not a noodle that it's not a noodle. I am going to play a game after Dread tonight to see if my feelings and opinions and thoughts have changed on the subject. But I won't let that be I will only let that information out tomorrow when we continue Metroid Dread. You know. For now, we must fight a legacy boss. A boss we have fought in every single Metroid game from 1-0 mission. We fought him in Metroid. We fought him in Samus Returns, I believe he's there, but he wasn't in Metroid 2. But he was also on Zebes in Super Metroid. He was, and here he is again. In Dread, chained up, in lava. And he's pissed. He is absolutely mad. Such an angry Kraid boy. Well, what's wrong? What's wrong, Kraid boy? Come on, we can do the come on, boys. But at least he's off tomorrow, right? Sadly, he has to work as well. But before work, I think we're gonna end up doing some stuff that will help improve him and his mood and help improve my mental state to the point where I'm a better person. At least a little bit. Because we can try, can't we? Weak point! Also, ooey gooey, creepy, like, things. Morph Ball here. Pad there. Remember, swipe whenever you see it. We gotta jump out of the way of that. You can kind of see there's a lot of tells here. This is actually going a lot better than every other time I've fought Kraid. We should be getting close to the end here. At least for Kraid. And here we go. I'm back again. Don't kill it. No. Yeah, we got to. We have to. It's part of the game. We have to kill Kraid. It's not the quick kill for Kraid, but the quick kill for Kraid is actually takes a long time, and you have to be good at the game to do it. And I'm not that good at the game. Plus, I'm sure Kraid will be back eventually. One day. Someday. And there's an item. The next item is... Remember Diffusion Missiles? Of course you do. Diffusion Beam has been acquired. So Diffusion Missiles allowed for a... when we charged up our missiles, when they hit the wall, the missile would, like, explode outside the wall. And for the ice, by the time we had that, we had ice missiles. So the ice missile would spiral For this, when we charge up our beam, bam, we shoot inside the wall, which is pretty awesome. Like normal shots, nothing. Fusion, revealed it, kablooey. So our blaster becomes really, really powerful, which is pretty awesome. So let's use the purple warp and get on over to the next area. I hope you guys have really liked it. If you guys have liked this at all, please leave a like. I know today has been really, really heavy with personal issues for me, but I don't really have any way to get these off my chest verbally, because I don't really have a whole lot of people near me that I trust with my personal information like that, like my personal feelings. So the fact that you guys, I know you guys don't really talk back, but like, you hear, you listen, even if you don't want to. You maybe just here for the gameplay. Maybe you're just here for me screaming and going, ah! Which works. That's fine. And you said, you evil kitten, you murdered the innocent lizard monster. I'm calling the wee-woos. Fair. Do it. So here we need, Varia, Morph Ball, Diffusion Beam, or no, Wide Beam. So I'm going to see about getting a power-up. So down here, hidden item, don't need this, but you know, it might help. So down here is to get it grapple early. So what you have to do is like boink and then like jump out of that to the right. Wall jump up here, up on top of there, and like it's crazy. It's a little nuts. But I murdered the evil wizard Quaid. Ooh woo. I mean, it's an evil lizard. Like, what am I gonna do? It's evil. Evil is in the title. Speaking of evil, here's Adam. Or what we think is Adam. But we'll see more about that later. I'm just gonna keep hinting at it, poking it, poking it, poking it, poking it, so you guys figure it out.
Dyren appears to be a biological research laboratory. You have already reactivated one generator in this area. There is another sector above you still suffering from the blackout. Find the next generator and reactivate it.
So I've got a theory for you guys.
You are slowly recovering your ability.
And you guys might want to say something in chat, because that'll be pretty cool.
Physically. Don't let your guard down.
So I feel that this whole planet is based on, so Samus Returns came out, right? But before that, a fan game got canceled called Another Metroid 2 Remake, AM2R. AM2R had a lot of changing the whole planet from being one giant temple, or a series of giant temples connected by tubes, to being like a whole living planet. Like there was a water facility treatment plant and whatnot, and all sorts of cool shit like that. Well, what if, and just hear me out, guys, what if this game is taking inspiration from that by making some of the areas around the game like, that's a mine, that'll instantly alert the enemy to our presence. Whoop, we're just gonna jump up here, go around, go up, spin out. Oh god, that was tense. But we don't need to be here yet. I don't think we can do anything over here. So we're at 4 of 7. Okay, so we need bombs for that. I believe this is the area where we need to go to the next one to act, and then come back around. We're just gonna stay invisible for a while. You know, cloak ourselves, hide ourselves. Oh, let's see. So that requires speed booster. This is the enemy zone door. Can't do anything down there. Can't do anything over there. Oh god, I love this thing. Oh damn it. Fuck! I love it. I love trolling the enemy like that. That's great. Haha, you got me. Nope. All right. But yeah, I hope everybody's been enjoying Metroid Dread so far, and I hope everybody's enjoyed OctoberVania. I know Halloween's coming up here soon, and I'm sure everybody's got something spooky in mind. I wanted to watch a horror movie this year, and I thought maybe my boyfriend... I was already gonna let him pick the movie, so... You know... Maybe... Because, like, he's really good at finding shit that scares me. Like, insanely good at finding the scariest shit on the internet. Like, Channel 88 or whatever. Channel 58. That YouTube channel. That is fucking terrifying. And he found a way to make them... my boyfriend has found a way to make the moon terrifying to me. And it was by showing me that. So now, every now and again, he watches it. And it scares the fuck out of me because I catch glimpses and I'm like, I don't like it, it's scary. Scary moon. He showed it to me at the middle of the night one night. So I'm really hoping that if, I'm hoping he can, maybe me and him can watch something scary tonight. That'll be really fun. You know, because like, I like having fun. I like doing stuff. Map room, but it's not active. Wait. What? How did I get the diffusion beam in there? Oh, man. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because we gotta go up and around anyways. Still. Turning back on the power. It's Power Rangers. It's not the theme for any Power Rangers. Operation Overdrive sucks. It does. I don't like Operation Overdrive, but it's okay. Yeah, Jeff, I like this game. I think it looks really pretty, even for, like, Switch game. Like, it just looks good. Bombs! We have now Morph Ball bombs. That's great. Because now we can explore more of the facility. That's good. So we're getting there. Might as well pick that up, come back around. But yeah, I think Metroid Dread's like a really fun game to play, let alone like speedrun and stuff, just because of like all the neat, nifty little tricks that you can do. And with me playing through it kind of fast, you know. Alright, we gotta go down. Alright, this thing, apparently the computers are working on this. We'll see this thing way later on. And I'm going to try to do the quick kill for it. The next playthrough I do with Karmic, I think will be the latter half of... It'll either be the start or the end, latter half of Spyro 1. Unless he wants to play something different. Saturday streams are going to be different, but I'm basically... Going forward, Sunday is not going to have any streams. I will not be streaming Sundays after this month because I feel that every time we plan to do something Sunday, it just doesn't work out. And with the recent thoughts and everything going around, you know, I figure it's nice to get away. It's nice to have a break. Everybody needs a break every now and again. Trust me. From work, from streams, from everything. Because, like, sometimes, you know, you'll just be feeling groggy and it just doesn't work. And, like, nothing will work for you because it just don't feel good. And it's alright to admit. It really is it's okay to admit that you need to take a mental health day. But it's not good to use that excuse all the time. It's good when you actually do take a moment of mental health day. And really enjoy it. In fact, I can't wait to try that smoked white turkey sandwich my boyfriend got. It's finally fully de-thawed, like from start to finish, and I am gonna add some hot sauce to it, and it's gonna be fucking great. Thank you again, sweetie, if you're watching. So, the big reason to split this game up into two parts, like we're moving along at a pretty brisk pace. I'm actually about halfway through, and if I were to call the stream, I would have called it at 8. And that's about right for about where we're at. Like, it's about 4 hours, give or take. So what we're going to do, but the reason we're going to call it is because this game takes a sort of theming event. So if you notice, the enemies here, the X clearly isn't a factor. These are real creatures. They're giving off energy readings. We're getting missile and energy drops. We're not absorbing the X to get those, which is fair, because, you know, apparently the X isn't here. They've been lying to somebody. Whoever sent the transmission is obviously lying, because there's no X. Or if there is an X, then it must be, like, isolated somewhere. Speaking of the X, you'll learn more in a bit. You know.
The lower levels of OctoberVania are mostly submerged. You will need your gravity suit to operate there at full efficiency.
Which we'll get.
Abilities such as the Grapple Beam or Space Jump will help you maneuver underwater to an extent. Find them as soon as possible.
But I like this suit. I like the look of it. I like the white fringes. I like the colored bits. I just like how this suit looks, even in motion. It's pretty. You can tell it's Samus, and that's like a good thing. Even when it's different colored, like, it still gives you that Metroid vibe. Even though it's a bit more mechanical and stuff, it's great. It's all around a really cool design for a suit, and it's a great design for our hero. My battery is low from my controller. Oh no. It's alright, I'll charge it for next time. That way then we'll be at fully charged. Okay. Let's take a move on. Oh, we can't get that yet. What a shame. I hope I get a power soon that'll let us take care of that, you know. Gotta save or Foxino gets pissed. That will always be the meme, guys. If you don't save, Foxino gets angry with you. So remember to save in all of your video games. So, what's on the docket for next month? We've got Mario. A bunch of Mario games. I've got Spyro 1 on the docket. I've got Pokemon. The remakes for Diamond and Pearl. That is also on the docket. So be sure to tune in for that. Not sure when that'll happen though. Like, I know Pokemon's gonna happen day 1. That'll be a launch day stream with 3 days of uploaded content, start to finish. And even if I don't finish the game, it'll be still 3 days, you know. 3 days content, but that's about it. Nothing more, nothing less. And we might do more if they add DLC or something. But as far as I'm concerned, that's a 3-day game. I've got Mario Land as a shorter stream for a Friday. I've got RPGs such as Dragon Quest. Will you play Pokemon Arceus? I will be playing Pokemon Arceus. I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming that yet. It all depends. Hell, I might not even be the one streaming it. It might be Truman. But also next month is... So on top of Dragon Quest, Mario 64, Dragon Quest 1, Final Fantasy 1, Spyro, some Mario Land stuff. You know, just shorter games, longer games, 3D stuff. I also have plans to cover Undertale. But it'll be with Truman. And I'm going to go in with a fresh eye. We won't be hating on the game. I'm not even going to bring up my past experience with it, because you guys already know my past experience with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to start it. We're going to go again. My boyfriend's going to pick the route we do. Oh yeah, this is the phase shift. It's pretty cool. I really like it. One of the fastest modes of transportation in this entire game. You can't use it under the water yet, because like our gravity suit doesn't like work. Basically, the suit won't move that fast. But now you can do stuff like that. You can also... Oh. Well, I was going to show that you can, like, zip off of those types of walls. But it lets us get past these gates without issue. And this is... So, Foxino, remember how you said you wanted Dread, like, launch day experience-wise? The reason I didn't want to do... Another reason I didn't want to do Dread day 1 was... 1, because I didn't know how long it would take, but 2... So this is where we got stuck originally. On the day 1 that when I started playing, this is where I got stuck. So over this way is another path back to Dairon. And that's neat, right? Dairon has 2 entrances and exits. Two ways to get in and out of that area. Neat, right? Cool. But I also, because I didn't realize that, I thought all of those purple gateways were going to take me to somewhere different. Because that one doesn't, I kind of just didn't at all take it. And I got stuck. I was like, where am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? Until I realized it goes backwards. The only way to go is there. So I'm stupid. And I'm sorry for that. It's another moment of me overlooking the obvious. But with the phase shift, we basically get a lot faster, a lot zippier. Let me see where we're at in terms of length. I'm only gonna go for 2 hours? 2.5? Oh, shit. I wonder what the in-game timer's gonna say. This might be the speedrun normal mode run. So for uncovering all the items, you get different images that show you how the Chozo did what they did. And I recommend you guys play these games and get them for yourself. But at the end of the playthrough, we will actually be showing every single one of them off that I have unlocked, or at least the story-based ones. So here we are back at the bottom part of Dairon, and we're coming up to this Emmy. This is going to be the last Emmy of this run. We're basically going to do this, leave for the next area, save right before we leave, and then we'll be picking up tomorrow with all new stuff. Oh, shoot. I didn't do it right. It's alright. Like I said, every death we don't lose as much progress. Well, you don't have to apologize for something we didn't see. But still, I'm going to. I don't remember what I apologized for either, honestly, but like I'm sure it was important to me. But we'll be going into Undertale next month with fresh eyes. And who knows? It might not even be a stream. It could be... It could replace my other video I had planned. So next month will also mark the return of uploaded content to the channel. And instead of me doing just live streams or just this or just that, we'll start doing more intricate things with uploaded videos. Continuing first with the finishing up of the Mega Man series we started last year. Oh, shoot. Damn it. Oh, boy. And this is where it falls apart. So this guy's really fast. Extremely fast. And I don't remember where I'm supposed to go. There, up around here. Okay, I think I remember where I'm going now. So we gotta make our way to that eye, and I'm gonna discuss that eye a little bit here, but a lot more next time, because it becomes interesting, right? It gives us an Omega Beam, right? And it obviously helps to control the enemy, but we don't know, I don't know a whole lot about it. I need to do some research into the lore. Behind this thing, but I think it is a mother brain. I think these things are controlled by essentially giant mother brains. I mean, that's what it looks like. Whew, Okay. And here we go. Omega Cannon's online. So this was one of my favorite ones to do, because it's not too difficult. Because you can tell, because you know exactly which way he's going to head to get you. Okay, not enough room. There we go. Come down here. Kaboom! So that knocked us into like, oh, this, oh, I thought, oh shit. So you're saying they're sister brain? Maybe. I don't know what they're called. I just know that, I don't like that. It's like every movement, I'm like, it's gotta go now, and it doesn't. Alright. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. Damn it. It's not too hard to do it if you just do it, but you gotta just do it. We've got to mountain just do it. Okay, that ain't fair. That was not fair. I knocked it with the thing and it didn't do it. Okay. Well, now I know what my strategy is gonna be. There we go. So once we get back up to, once we get to the transporter for the next area, we're going to save, and we're going to come back to this tomorrow and finish Metroid Dread. So let's go on and let's get this done. So first up, we got the Speed Booster. Not a new ability, but new in the way you activate it. So Speed Booster works a little differently in every game. So it first appeared in Super Metroid, and what it allowed you to do there was run by holding down the B button, which was the run button. Here B is jump, so that's not going to fly. In Fusion and Zero Mission, as long as you had enough space, you could start speed boosting. That was obviously enough space, but, you know, it doesn't do that here. So here, we don't have a run button, but we have a speed booster activation button. On our left stick, once we start moving, as long as we click in the stick, we zip into Speed Booster, we get to enough distance, and we will start running, we'll start going into the speed booster, and it becomes immediately clear what we gotta do. So there, if you can make it all the way up and around here, you can get a missile pack. And all you gotta do is bounce around walls. It was actually really, really cathartic to do that originally. Like, it was annoying, but like, when I got it, I got it. And it felt good to get it. So, Shine Spark is back. Just press B when you're standing still, hit a direction, and you go in that direction. It is a little finicky, but it is very generous with how long it lets you hold it. But, you know, for now, so be it. So I think this is the longest we've actually been into one of these Emmy rooms. But once the Emmy is destroyed, all of the barriers that kept other enemies out, and I think the Emmy was just so good at getting these enemies that, like, you know, nothing was breaking through. Nothing had a chance. Oh, that's not good. Giant spark! Kablama. So back up here. We obviously can't get to that yet. And you'll see why later on. For now, we need to come around from the other side. How do we come around from the other side? By going to the right here, speed boostering our way all the way up, breaking those blocks. As long as you got one, you got them all. And we clearly need grapple. Well, where are we going to get grapple from? Well, let's zoom out and check the map. So, now that we have speed booster, we can do all sorts of stuff. Including, but not limited to, let's check back over this way, because never mind. Let me see. So we need Grapple Beam. We also need... let me see here. That way gives you a missile. I'm just trying to remember where exactly it's at. And once we have Grapple Beam, there's going to be a lot of stuff we can do with it. Let's go up here while I'm waiting on that to load. Ah, okay. Right here. Right here is where Grapple Beam is. I was like, let's head back this direction. Oh, that works. Shows us right where... so we're going to get Grapple Beam back in the first area. Taking the yellow teleporter to do so. So once we get to the next area, that's when we're going to call it. Because we've defeated 4 of the 7 technically. But, you know, that leaves 4 bosses for each part. 4 main bosses, like 4 Emmys, and 3 Emmys plus the final boss in the next, in the final part. Which will be perfect. Perfect. I hope you guys have been enjoying this playthrough. It's This game really is fun. Like, it's ridiculously replayable. And just kind of knowing where to go, it really does help speed this up a lot. Like, at this point in the game, we had probably played for like 7 hours. And like, at this point, I've only been playing for like 4. So we gotta get up this direction. Just gonna get gun it. Alright. Oh! So we can't get across there yet, but we can go down. We can't get across there yet. We can go over. And this is Grapple Beam. So to access Grapple Beam works a little bit differently than it did last time, too. So we didn't have a Grapple Beam in Fusion, but we have it in the Prime series. We also have it in Super Metroid. So in Super Metroid, Grapple Beam worked by angling your gun, switching to it with Select, angling your gun, and with like R and L, and then pressing Fire. Well, obviously that's not going to work here. But if we hit ZR, we switch Grapple Beam mode. You notice it changes blue. We can latch onto things and pull them. Once we're grabbed onto something, we can pull it, drag it around. We can even with L, we can angle Grapple Beam wherever we want to go. Grapple Beam does not angle enemies, hurt enemies, but we can move blocks, open certain doors. Basically, anytime we see a blue triangle, Grapple Beam. That is what this game is going to condition us to do. We can swing on points. We can get the attention of enemies. And because blue is going to be the color of Grapple Beam, Magnet Beam, but we will automatically zip to magnetic surfaces. And here is the next elevator on up from Arteria up to Dairon. Where from here, we're going to want to go back up again and get up to the next area. And once we're in the next area, we're going to stop, save, and call it a day. That sound like the plan, guys? I think that sounds like the plan. And, yeah, and then you'll join me tomorrow for more Metroid Dread. And then after we're done with this, after we're done with Dread, I'm going to take Halloween off. And then we'll come back Monday with Dragon Quest 1. And it'll be good. It'll be good. We'll have fun. We'll have a blast with that. We'll have a blast with that, so. So you're in Dairon. You notice there's not really any great ways to go. But look, hidden parts. We're gonna want that. So once we're grabbed onto something, we kind of just want to go for it. Run it and gun it. An unknown resource has been acquired. You cannot use this item yet. But it'll be useful. It'll be useful to have it. So there's Grapple Beam's use. Bomb use. Up from there to there. Just like bam. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. Up from here. Into here. And now we get use out of the Grapple Beam. And then up into the next section. We're going to be moving from Dairon into Verenia. Verenia is our next layer up. And it's also going to be where we call it for tonight. So we're going to get to a save point and call it. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'm sorry that it's been very emotionally heavy, especially near the middle there. But I got that off my chest, and I feel a lot better. And I'm hoping that I can get better, be a better boyfriend to to my lover. But yeah, Metroid Dread's pretty cool, and I'm glad that we've made it this far, because Serenia is really the turning point of this game. Yeah, how about we not do... Well, we won't go any further. We're going to go back down into a save point. Where's the nearest save point on Dairon? But yeah, this has been very good. I'm glad that... I'm glad I've had a moment to play this game with you guys. I'm sorry it's kind of... The footage is kind of blurry. But, you know... This game looks really good on the Switch, trust me. I'm sure the footage isn't really giving you guys any hopes, but yeah, no problem. It's always good to get things off your chest. Yeah, it is. I just wish I didn't have to. I just wish I had more people in person. I wish I knew how to handle my emotions better and my feelings towards something. I wish I had more words to say. Essentially, I wish I was just a bit more educated, so I could say the right things when I mean them. So, but as for now, we'll check our final time versus our real time. Oh shoot, controller actually finally died. Not really the time for it. Oh, and there goes the footage. Alright, there we go. Sorry, I had to take the Joy-Con off the system. System. Return to main menu. With that, it says we've been playing for about 2 hours. Normal mode run. I've got less items in my hard mode run, but I'm also further than my hard mode run. So this might be under a 4-hour run. But thank you guys so much for joining. Let's end this with some cool shit. So, I have saved footage from my first run-through of Metroid Dread. And you're going to see some spoilers here, sorry. But you're going to see some cool shit. So, within the upcoming area, let's see here. That looked cool. This is from my boyfriend's playthrough. This was... He no-damaged this boss, which is insane. He is insanely good at video games when he wants to be. He's always looking for an excuse to try something cool. And then this was one of the most difficult shine sparks in the game, and I somehow managed to do it. After enough time. Figured it's a good way to memorialize it as on the channel. This is something we won't be doing this run because it's not required. It was just difficult and tricky, and... But when I got it, oh man, did I get it. And that is the sort of shine sparking stuff that people wanted to see me do in Fusion. But I hope you enjoy, because that is all I have time for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Let's see if we can make it to 1,000 subscribers so I can get partnered and I can do this more often. So thank you guys so much. Remember to smile. Remember to smile. Remember to subscribe. Have a blessed day.